Tone leads, DIY. Why do you think? What do you think is stopping you? You're self-employed. Conscript, self-employed. Okay, what are you into? What are you into? Illuminate. You say enough knowledge. Okay. What do you think? For those of you who say you are not, what do you think is stopping you? Have you been able to pinpoint what you think is stopping you from being an investor? Yes, Tonlit is already a member of the Circle of Investors Africa. Obviously, you are an upcoming investor. You're already getting the tutelage, from me. More than 99% of African families did not raise their children with investment consciousness, mostly because they didn't know any better. I mean, I was not raised by my parents, by my adopted parents. When it comes to anything about investment, I learned it the hard way myself. Today, I'm an investment consultant. I'm an investment advisor to a lot of people. No capping, right? The earlier you begin to plan for your retirement, the more proactive you're going to be about properly deploying your earnings, properly deploying your income. And there's a difference between planning for retirement and planning for beyond retirement. But at least you start planning for your retirement first, right? You start planning for your retirement first. I'm already planning to talk about what most Nigerians do not like to talk about. A lot of Nigerians claim to be interested in wealth building. It's usually claims, empty claims, but they're really not interested. Because you cannot claim to be interested in wealth building and not want to do the hard work. It takes sacrifice to build wealth, even if you came from wealth, because you might have inherited wealth. If you don't do the needful, you might lose that wealth, So how much more if you didn't come from wealth? Of course, it's much more difficult to build wealth, to break away from the economic prison that you were born in. We were all born into this economic planet, which is an economic prison. Most especially for those of us who were not born into a rich family. So I said that you have to have a plan. So I want to ask you right now, do you consider yourself an investor? Yes or no? Type it in the comment section. Type, I'm an investor, or type, I'm not yet. I'm not an investor yet. If you're an investor, type, I'm an investor. If you are not yet an investor, type, I'm not an investor yet. Conscript, why are you not an investor yet? What is stopping you? What do you think is stopping you? Luminate, what do you think is stopping you? Linda Masita, what do you think is stopping you?